Hi children, how are you? I hope all of you are safe. Because of Corona, all of you are away from schools for nearly 4 months. It is a rare incident. It is a never before, ever after incident to the entire human mankind. Nobody knows this type of situation before. So because of Corona, we are away from schools. We are away from teaching. We are away from learning. But it is a long time. So we have to solve this problem. Online teaching is one of the solutions to this crisis. So we should start online classes to learn your lessons. This is an alternative for offline teaching. Offline teaching means regular teaching. It is only one alternative. The government is also telling about this truth. The government also encourages online teaching. So we start our online class from today onwards to reach our goal. Today we will be going into second chapter, ideas of development. Ideas of development. First of all, we have to understand the concept of the chapter. Ideas of development. Ideas means concepts, various aspects. Development means betterment or improvement. Everybody wants to better them. Everybody wants to better them. Ideas of development means the concept of development, the concept of betterment, or the concept of improvement. All of us have aspirations, what we would like to do and how we would like to live, how to develop our knowledge, how to earn money, how to build our houses, how to get more knowledge, how to improve our skills, how to hit a century in a cricket match. All these are personal aspirations or individual aspirations. Aspirations are nothing but developmental goals. Aspirations means a strong desire to do something, a strong desire to have something. That is the concept of development. All these are individual goals. Similarly, we have ideas about what a country should be like. What a country should be like. Every country wants to become America or Singapore or Japan. No country wants to become Pakistan or Afghanistan. You know the reason. Everybody wants to become a rich country. To achieve this goal, there are some problems also. What are the problems to a country or a state? There are some questions related to countries. Those questions may be What are the essential things that we require? Is there any political equality? Is there economic equality? Do the people have fundamental rights? Does the country have 100% literacy? All these are the questions related to development of a country. Development involves thinking about these questions and the ways in which we can work towards achieving these goals. It is a complex task. Let us try to understand it. Firstly, we discuss the topic different people, different goals are opposite goals. Different people, different goals are opposite goals. Let us start this topic with our family members. Do all your family members have the same developmental goals? Do all your family members have the same aspirations or the same desires? The answer may be no. Your parents want to earn money, to build a new house, to provide better educational facilities to you, to get name and fame in your village. They want to become the Sir.My or MPTC of your village. Those are their personal aspirations. Their aspirations differ from your aspirations. What are your aspirations? What are your desires? To get 10 by 10 in 10th class? To eat chicken biryani? To play cricket? Etc. These may be your personal aspirations. What are the personal aspirations of your younger brothers and younger sisters? To get a 5-star chocolate, to eat chicken biryani, to play cricket, those may be their personal aspirations. Even in your home, different persons have different developmental goals. In this way, different persons in our society have different developmental goals. Different goals means different developmental goals. Sometimes those developmental goals may be opposite to one another. Let us discuss these issues. Landless rural laborers. Landless rural laborers. What may be their aspirations? In these issues, we just only imagine their aspirations. We don't know what their actual aspirations are. Just we imagine the aspirations of landless rural laborers. They want more days of work. Secondly, they want higher wages. They want an English medium school in their village to educate their children. They want no discrimination in their village. They want to be Sir.My or MPTC of the village. Those may be their developmental goals. Secondly, prosperous farmers. Prosperous farmers means rich farmers. What may be their developmental goals? Their developmental goals may be higher support price for their cars. Secondly, hard working and cheap laborers. Third one, they want to settle their children abroad. Abroad means foreign countries. They want to settle their children in foreign countries. Those are their aspirations. Those are their different developmental goals. What are the aspirations of a girl from a rich urban family? She wants to get as much freedom as her brother. She is able to decide what she wants to do in her life. She wants to pursue her studies abroad. That means she wants to study in foreign countries. Those are the aspirations of a girl from a rich family. What are the aspirations of 10th class students? We have already discussed about it. We have already discussed it. To get 10 by 10 in their examinations. That is a main aspiration of 10th class students. What are the aspirations of politicians? You know the politicians like Naidu, Reddy garu, Narendra Modi garu, etc. Or even your Sir.My also. Sir.My and MPs also. Those are also politicians. The persons who evolve in politics are called politicians. Their developmental goal may be to get an MLA post, to get an MP post, to become a chief minister, to become a prime minister, or to become a Sir.My or an MPD or ZPDC. It depends upon their influence. Next, police. What are the aspirations of a police? Policeman. Police is a plural. Policeman is a singular. What are the aspirations of police? To maintain law and order, to arrest criminals, etc. Those may be the developmental goals. What are the aspirations of lawyers? What are the aspirations of lawyers? They want to collect more money from their clients. They want to earn more money. Those may be their aspirations. What are the aspirations of scientists? The aspirations of scientists and the developmental goals of scientists may be to invent new things. Nowadays, to invent vaccine for COVID-19 is very essential. If a person invents vaccine for corona, he will definitely get Nobel Prize for his achievements. All these are the different developmental goals of different people. From the above discussions, we can say one common thing. Different people can have different developmental goals. Next, sometimes different people may have opposite developmental goals. Opposite goals means opposite developmental goals. For example, a girl versus a boy. What are the aspirations of a girl? We have already discussed about the aspirations of a girl. She wants more freedom as a brother. She wants to study abroad. She wants to play in open fields. She wants to roam in her village, etc. What are the aspirations of a boy? He wants to prepare food and eat, but he is not allowed to prepare food. That is a common thing in our families. He wants to wash, if he wants to wash clothes, do the parents allow him? No. The parent doesn't allow him. They may tell that is the duty of a girl. A boy wants more love, as her sister gets from the parents. Usually all the parents love daughters very well than the boys. Both the boy and a girl have different developmental goals. A police versus a thief. Both the police and a thief have different developmental goals. A police wants to catch the thief. A thief wants to escape from the police. Both have different developmental goals. Both have different desires. Both have different aspirations. The second example, industrialists versus tribals. Industrialists want to construct new dams to generate power to get supply for their industries. With the help of electricity, they can produce more and more goods. By producing more and more goods, they will get more benefits. The construction of new dams is the developmental goal of industrialists. At the same time, the tribals opposite. With the construction of dams, the tribals will lose their land and livelihoods. They have to go to new places in search of their livelihoods. So they oppose the construction of new dams. They want to construct small check dams and tanks to irrigate their lands. That is their developmental goal. To construct big dams is the developmental goal of industrialists. To construct big dams is the destructive to the tribals. Both have different developmental goals. Thirdly, the government of India versus the fisher folk of Kodankalam. Before going into discuss this topic, we have to know where Kodankalam is. Kodankalam is a fishing town in Tamil Nadu state. In Tamil Nadu, it is in Tirunelveli district. You will locate the Tirunelveli district just above Kanyakumari. Tirunelveli is between Kanyakumari and Madurai in that area. Kodankalam is a fishing town. Kodankalam is a fishing town on the coast of Gulf of Mannar. Gulf of Mannar is part of Bay of Bengal. All of you take your classes and look at Tirunelveli. Kodankalam is not located in your class because it is a small town in Tirunelveli district. You may identify Tirunelveli district headquarters. Have you seen Tirunelveli? Okay. I think all of you look at Kodankalam. Fisher folk means fishermen. Fisher folk means fishermen. The government of India versus fisher folk of Kodankalam. Fisher folk of Kodankalam means fishermen of Kodankalam. The government of India set up a nuclear power plant there. The name of the power plant is KNPP, Kodankalam Nuclear Power Plant. Kodankalam Nuclear Power Plant, KNPP. The main aim of the Kodankalam Nuclear Power Plant is to generate nuclear power to meet the growing energy needs of the country. Once I am repeating this sentence, the main aim of the Kodankalam Nuclear Power Plant is to generate nuclear power to meet the growing energy needs of the country. Year by year, the consumption of power has been increased. So we have to increase the generation of power. In that purpose, Government of India set up a nuclear power plant near Kodankalam. That is the setup of nuclear power plant is the developmental goal of the Government of India. At the same time, the fishermen of Kodankalam opposed it. That is a destructive for them. The fishermen of Kodankalam, the people of Kodankalam region have protested on the grounds of safety, security, and livelihoods. They are fearing about the safety of the Kodankalam nuclear power plants. Unfortunately, if the power plants blow up, the lives of all the fishermen, lose their lives within minutes, not in hours or in days, lose their lives within minutes. That is their fear. Because of the radioactive particles. If the power plant blow up, the radioactive particles spread into the air. By breathing radioactive particles, they will be die within minutes. That is their fear. The another important thing is they may lose their livelihoods. Kodankalam nuclear power plants will release radioactive waste into the nearby Gulf of Mannar. The various types of fishes in Gulf of Mannar will die with the effect of radioactive waste. Without catching fish, they can't lead their lives. That is also their fear. Scientists, environmentalists, supported the people of Kodankalam. All these are supported the people of Kodankalam. They wrote letters They wrote letters to the government of India by by giving a suggestion that it is better to choose renewable energy as an alternative source. But the government of India has responded that the plant has, Kodankulam nuclear power plant has all safety measures. No need to worry. That is the reply of the government of India. And it is going ahead with the project. In this example, construction of nuclear power plant is the developmental goal of the government of India. Construction of nuclear power plant is destructive for the people of Kodankulam. The fourth, we shall examine the fourth example. Companies versus the people of Abidjan. Before going into this topic, we have to know where the Abidjan is. Abidjan is the largest city in Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast is a West African country. This is Africa map. This is Abidjan. It is on the coast of Atlantic Ocean. It is on the coast of Atlantic Ocean. All of you take out your classes and identify Abidjan. Abidjan is one of the two capitals of Ivory Coast. The second capital is Yamoussoukro. Yamoussoukro. It is near here. This is Yamoussoukro. This is Abidjan. It is the economic capital of Ivory Coast. The name of Ivory Coast has also been changed recently. The name of the Ivory Coast has also been changed recently as Cote d'Ivory. Cote d'Ivory. Cote d'Ivory. This is the present name of Ivory Coast. Let us go into the topic. A vessel dumped, vessel means the ship. A ship dumped 500 tons of liquid toxic waste. 500 tons of liquid toxic waste into open air dumps in Abidjan city and in the nearby and in the surrounding Atlantic Ocean. Atlantic Ocean. That is a liquid toxic waste. Liquid toxic. Toxic means poisonous. Poisonous waste. The fume means a strong smelling gas. A strong smelling poisonous gas. A fume from the open dumps. A fume from the open dumps caused nausea. Nausea means vomiting sensation. Skin rashes, diarrhea. Diarrhea means free motions. The fume of the liquid highly toxic waste causes nausea, diarrhea, fainting, skin rashes. Fainting means the reeling of head. The reeling of head. These are the four effects of the spread of fume. After 1 month, 7 people were died and 26,000 people treated with the symptoms of poisoning. A multinational company dealing in petroleum and metals contracted a local company of Ivory Coast to dispose the liquid waste from its ship. In this situation, the two companies are the gainers, a multinational company and the local company of Abidjan. Those two companies are gainers. Who are the losers? Who are the losers? The people of Abidjan. They lost their lives and they lost their health. In this situation also, dispose of toxic waste is a developmental goal of companies. The disposal of toxic waste is a destructive to the people of Abidjan. There is also figure 2.2 in page number 15. If you observe page number 15, there is a figure. The main theme of the figure is until 2 lakh years ago, the humans remained, until 2 lakh years ago, the humans remained hunter-gatherers. They don't know how to cultivate. They don't know how to cultivate their land. They don't know how to cook food. Until 2 lakh years ago, the humans remained hunter-gatherers. 12,000 years ago, we began agriculture. We don't know how to do agriculture before 12,000 years ago, 12,000 years before. We started 12,000 years ago. 400 years ago, we began modern industries. Only 400 years ago. All of you know that the Industrial Revolution. Industrial Revolution took place between 1757 and 1857. It was started in England. Finally, we can understand 2 points. The first one is different people have different developmental goals. In other words, we can say different persons can have different